we are afraid to take decisions. We want to be validated by other people. We want our ideas to be validated by other people. We want our actions to be validated by other people. But these ideas that we have, these dreams that we have, are not belonging to those people. They are ours. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are on episode 2 of How to Overcome Fear. We are focusing today on who are you listening to. We are focusing on the people who speak into your life, the people you solicit advice from, and people who just offer advice even without you asking. The reason why we're focusing there is because most of the time we inherit other people's fears. There are people who you go to, have an idea and you go to them, you approach them, you ask them, what do you think of this? Do you think I can do this? Do you think this is legit? Do you think this will work? Sometimes then you get people who will be speaking negatively about the thing that you are asking them about from their own point of view, from their own point of fears. Because of the fears that they already have, then they give you advice on that. And then you find that because many of the people, we gravitate towards negativity, especially if you've tried something before and you failed, or especially if you feel inadequate already regarding a specific thing. You end up not taking on those things that you want to do because of the fear that you received from other people. You were excited about it, you did your research, you had all of these things in place, and because somebody else is saying no, it won't work, no, this is the reason why I think you shouldn't do it, then you take that and you move with it. Then that is the reason why sometimes, many of the times actually, we end up abandoning the things that we want to do. We abandoning our ideas because we think they are not adequate. Not that they are not adequate, but because other people said, somebody said to you that this will not work. The other thing is, other people will just come to you. They see you busy with doing this thing. They see that you are in this journey. They see you busy, advertising. If you are selling stuff, they see you advertising, or they see you going to different places, talking to different people, and they just offer this advice to you based on their own fears, based on where they feel about themselves. Because what people talk about is usually the reflection of what they think. It's usually a reflection of what they think about themselves, and they offer it to you. And what do? We just take that and we run with it without necessarily investigating it and seeing whether indeed what they are saying is true or not. Most of the time when we receive this negativity from people, or this negative advice, or advice that is contrary to what you thought all along, we just stop. We just stop because we become disappointed and think, okay, it means I was wrong, it means I didn't see this thing correctly. Around 2016, I don't remember exactly when Bitcoin became a thing, but as it was just coming up, I remember thinking, and I was doing my research, I was reading about it, I was looking at all of these things, and fake news was not so prevalent that time. I think that most of the information that I found was actually real. But what did I do? Instead of taking some money, maybe 100 rands or 500 rands, and putting it and investing and seeing how this thing goes, to test the market myself, I went to somebody who I thought, this person has got experience, they are old, they are wise, and they should know something about this. And then I went and I asked this person, have you heard about Bitcoin? What do you think about it? And they seemed to not know anything about it, and he was like, oh, you must just be careful, there's a lot of scams out there, whatever. And what did I do? Instead of just testing the market myself, I just decided to not do anything because of the lack of confidence that person that I spoke to had about Bitcoin. And now, every time now I hear about how much Bitcoin is and how much it's done, how well it's done, I'm full of regret a bit, because I'm thinking I went with what that person said to me instead of, and I should have known better. I should have just tested the market, to see if this thing is real or not, because I had done my research. I was confident about it. I was seeing people doing stuff, but just because this person that I asked advice from did not believe in it, I just didn't do anything. Who knows, I could be very rich today if I had just taken that step at the time and not listened to that person. Now, the other example that I want to use is years back also, I had this nice outfit that I put together when I started working. And then one day I was wearing this outfit. It was a nice, top with leggings at the time. These leggings that had frills at the bottom were in fashion at the time, and I was wearing these nice heels of mine. I've always loved wearing heels. And I felt beautiful when I was wearing that, and I always got a lot of compliments. Then comes this lady out of nowhere and says to me, how can you be wearing leggings at work? And I was like, I thought about that and I thought, maybe it is not appropriate to wear leggings at work. Maybe I must stop wearing leggings at work. That person must be right. Guess what? Not even a month passed, then I met that lady wearing leggings at work. Guess what? So this lady, instead of complimenting me at the time, she decided to give me this advice. But the advice was not coming from the right place. The advice was clearly coming from jealousy, because why is she now doing the same thing that she said I should not do? So that day, then I learned that, what? Most of the time, or sometimes when people give you advice, especially advice that you didn't give, that you didn't ask, they are either jealous, they are feeling inadequate, you are threatening them, or something like that, or you are just disturbing something inside of them. Then this person cannot stop themselves from saying something, even though you didn't ask for this advice. And then we just take that and move with it as if this is our idea. No, you can't wear leggings at work. But no, that was not your idea. And there's definitely a reason why that lady said what she said, but now she's doing the same thing that she said I must not do. So this goes to show that when people speak to us, they have their own ulterior motives from speaking. So we need to be careful when we ask advice from people, because the advice that they give may not be coming from a good place. Or yes, it may be real for them, but for you, it may not be real. That is why last week in episode 1 of How to Overcome Fear, I spoke about check if this fear is valid and check where is it coming from, because we inherit other people's fears. You are brave, you're a brave person, you are able to go for the things that come to your mind, your ideas, you're able to go for your goals. But then, because you are listening to people who are negative, who are not confident about this thing, remember, this is not the idea, it's your idea. It is planted in your mind, it is planted in your heart. That is why other people will not see things the way you do. But once it is clear in your head, it's why we need to move with confidence with the dreams and the goals that we are having. Yes, you don't go blindly, obviously, because yes, there are scammers and things may not go well, but you do your own research and then you implement. And then if things don't work, obviously, I always say there's no failing in life. You only learn. If it doesn't work, you learn. What should I have done? What could I have done better? Should I have done more research? Should I have put in measures in place to know that I don't get scammed or something like that? Because obviously things don't always go our way. There's nothing that is perfect in life. But all I'm saying is that be careful who you're listening to. Be careful who speaks into your life, because they may be stealing away your dreams. They may be stealing away from your goals, because you are listening to them because of their own weaknesses and their own fears. So today, thank you so much for listening here. That's episode 2 of Overcoming Fear. How to overcome fear. Be careful who you're listening to. Be careful who speaks into your life, because you may just be inheriting their fears. Because when you are bold, you are moving swiftly, but you are inheriting what other people are afraid of. You don't know what is in your heart. God places those things for a reason. There is this thing called sixth sense. We don't use it. It comes to you, but you still want to be validated by other people. This is today episode 2. I would really appreciate if you could just interact with me in the comment section and just tell me what you think about what I'm saying, your experiences about the advice that people have given you, whether you asked for it or you didn't ask for it, and how do you believe that it actually derails you from reaching your goals and your dreams. Thank you so much. I would really appreciate if you could just subscribe. If you are finding value in the content that I'm sharing, please subscribe, please like, and also click on the notification bell so that when I do upload videos, you can get the message. Thank you so much to the new subscribers. I've got a new subscribers. Thank you so much for finding value in my videos and actually subscribing. See you on the third episode.